Okay, now we've got some deals worth talking about on this PSN sale. We got the PSN Critics' Choice sale going on right now, and we finally have some games with new low prices. And make sure to stick around to the end for my list of 10 additional honorable mentions. All these PSN game deals are good until February 12th, so let's hop to it. Starting us off at number 10, we have Red Dead Redemption 2 for $19.79. This game is incredible, and one of my favorite open world games, with a ton of detail and a really fantastic story to boot. You can literally get sidetracked for hours at a time because of how awesome this world is to explore. Plus, you can create your own story by going online and joining others. A must play for sure. Next up at number 9, we have Cyberpunk 2077 for $24.99. While this caught a lot of flack for its terrible launch and performance, CD Projekt Red doubled down and buttoned this thing up for one hell of a game. In an incredibly detailed open cyberpunk world, there's a ton to do and explore, and offers one of the most unique worlds to play through with an exciting brutal first-person combat. Coming in at number 8, we have Dark Souls Remastered for $19.99. This is more of a placeholder for all Dark Souls titles. All 3 of them are 50% off right now, so take your pick. But for me, there's nothing like the first one. With a super tough challenge and a world filled with a ton of secrets and unique zones to explore, this one keeps you wanting to push forward to see what comes next. And sometimes you'll need that motivation because there are plenty of moments that'll stop you in your tracks. Next up at number 7, we have Helldivers 2 for $31.99. If you're a fan of third-person shooters, this one will not disappoint. And with a team-first mentality, going at it with a buddy makes it even more fun. Take on waves of enemies, either bugs or robots, and defend the galaxy and protect freedom and liberty. With super intense moments in action, plus with a little bit of quirky humor, you'll easily sink plenty of hours into this bad boy. Next up at number 6, we have Diablo 4 for $27.49. Its lowest price to date. This is a fun isometric ARPG with multiple classes to choose from and plenty of waves of enemies to nuke through. And with a major change in the franchise by adding mounts and always being online, you're able to encounter other players while roaming out in the world, which made for a unique experience. But between you and me, if you want the best ARPG dungeon crawler right now, look over here. Next up at number 5, we have Avatar Frontiers of Pandora for $23.09, another one hitting its lowest price to date. Take on the role of an avatar in first person to restore Pandora to its natural, untainted beauty, with plenty of solid first person action, but nothing to write home about. Where this game really shines is its open world, with a massively highly detailed open world to explore and of course to fly through. This is a great game to play if you love the feeling of being immersed in a unique world. And at number 4, we have Warhammer 40k Boltgun for $10.99. This one's a ton of fun, and a head nod to the classic 90s shooters, but with a new age flair. Shred your way through the demons of chaos with some heavy firepower and very pleasing visuals, topped with a nostalgic cherry. A great game if you're looking for something more casual and less committing. It's always great to have one of those games you can hop on real quick and mow down a few enemies. Coming in at number 3, we have Like a Dragon Ishin for $14.99. Another one hitting its lowest price to date. Plus, there's a free demo to give a try before you buy. Set in the late 1800s during the time of civil war for Japan, you've been accused of killing someone close to you and forced into hiding, only to be brought out later to spark a revolution. With some wild combat filled with swords and guns, makes this one a good one if you just want to get on and kick some ass. And at number 2, we have RoboCop for $19.79. This one really does the IP justice. While most gun games, speed and agility might feel like the better option to get out of the way of incoming fire, but with this one, slow and steady gets the enemies dead.
Your move, creep.
You feel like a tank walking around and blasting criminals into justice, and not to mention the graphics are pretty stellar too. And finally at number 1, we have Elder Scrolls Online Deluxe Gold Edition for $23.99. Another one at its lowest price to date. And with this one you get everything, all the previous expansions including the current one, Gold Road. And with no required subscription fee, makes this one a great option if you're looking for a new MMORPG. A great game that'll definitely scratch that MMO itch, even if you play solo too. The main storylines are long and engaging. Alright, now it's time for those 10 additional honorable mentions.
3, 2, 1.
Starting us off, we have Tekken 8 for $34.99, Silent Hill 2 for $55.99, Pal World for $22.49, Jedi Survivor for $17.49, Astrobot for $49.79, Battlefield 1 for 99 cents, Spider-Man Miles Morales for $19.99 or get included with PS Extra, Resident Evil Village for $15.99, Star Wars Outlaws for $41.99, and Nier Replicant for $23.99. Well, that about wraps this one up. Let me know which games you guys picked up during this PSN sale. And as always, happy gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next one.